of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
Now we begin the English language translation from Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Electricity service. Slopsenator Kim Hong. 시리즈 미 타월 성업 제너럴 김승일 Between Kim and Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, first chairman of the National Defense Commission of the DPRK, and second commander of the Korean People's Army, guided the shooting game of cases of military academy. Watching the game were Cha Ryong-hae and other senior officers of the party and army, the executive committee men of the party committee of the People's Army, and other leading officers of the army, and teachers and cadets of the military academy. The expected assistant commander Kim Seung-eun gave an order to start the shooting game. Attentively watching the shooting game of cases, he said that when the commanding officer said well, they can prepare the service persons as a quick shot, and for the purpose, all the teachers of military educational institutions joining them to their high marksmanship. Noting that if the service persons are not good at shooting, they can fully carry out their combat tasks, though they are well prepared politically, ideologically, and physically. He instructed that it is necessary to organize shooting drills often so as to launch an intensive drive of shooting practice in the People's Army. The shooting game was summed up and prizes were awarded to the excellent organizations and teachers. What is fundamental in strengthening military power is a training respect to the second commander Kim Seung-eun set and put forward important tasks to make preparations for action and increase the combat power of the People's Army in every age. The shooting game was followed by demonstration performance of players of the Pyongyang Aviation Club. Respected Kim Seung-eun, first Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, first Chairman of the National Defense Commission of the DPRK, and second Commander of the Korean People's Army, looked around the Central Zoo under reconstruction. He was accompanied by senior officers of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea. Giving field guidance to the Central Zoo in May 2010, respected Master Kim Sung-in proposed renovating the zoo associated with the immoral exploits of the great General Lismos Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, according to the appearance of a highly civilized socialist nation, and indicated orientation and ways for reconstruction. Kim Jong-un outrun different buildings now under construction or reconstruction. He instructed that the new buildings, including the penguin shed, should be constructed according to the ecological characteristics of the animals and strictly for the convenience of the visitors. He also said a aquarium and all other buildings under reconstruction should be built into pleasant resting sites where people can enjoy themselves in delight. Along with the reconstruction of the Central Zoo, he said, give attention should be paid to the work for increasing the varieties of rare animals of great ornamental effect, thorough measures taken for food and water supply, and strict anti-episode order system established. Noting that the gates of the zoo should be built to represent its characteristics, he stressed the need to build a certain pond and fundamentally change the surroundings through good afforestation. He said a comprehensive natural museum should be built as well in the Central Zoo to give a profound knowledge and common sense about animals and plants to the school youth and children and working people. Respected Kim Jong-un expressed the belief that the officials and working people of the Central Zoo and institutions concerned would wonderfully reconstruct in time set by the party the zoo, property of the country, left by the great General Lismos Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il as a valuable legacy and center for the cultural and national life of the people. The minister, respected the Supreme Commander Kim Sung-in, visited the Korean University of Politics and took part in the election of deputy to the Supreme People's Assembly, together with the service personnel of the Korean People's Army, was reported on the 9th and the 10th by the China News Service, the Chinese Xinhua News Agency, Hong Kong Phoenix Satellite Television, and Riverside Xinhua Network, People's Network, News Network, Broadcasting Network, Yes Network, International Network, and China Network, the Russian Intelligence, and the US VOE. Foreign media reported on the 10th the news of the election of respected Kim Jong-un as a deputy to the Supreme People's Assembly of the DPRK. The Chinese News Service, Xinhua News Agency, and Internet News Network, the Russian Intelligence, Interfox News Agency, Internet News Erudika, Radio Ilmastudi, Radio Mayatra, and newspapers Komsomolskaya Pravda, the Singaporean television, Asian News Channel, the Japanese State News, the Australian ABC, Algerian newspapers including Al-Habad and Independent, the British BBC, and the US AP and VOE reported that leader Kim Jong-un was the secretary of the Workers' Party of China, was chairman of the National Defense Commission of the DPRK, and Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army, was elected deputy to the Supreme People's Assembly according to the results of the voting confirmed and presented by the Election Committee of Constituency number 111 for the election of deputies to the Supreme People's Assembly of the DPRK. The Korean leader, Master Kim Sung-in, received the parliamentary message from the Central Standing Committee of the General Association of Korean Residents in Japan on the 10th. The message said, respected Master Kim Jong-un's election as deputy to the Supreme People's Assembly according to the unanimous will and desire of the entire electorate of Texas and Constituency number 111 for the election of deputies to the Supreme People's Assembly of the DPRK. Is a great event of national significance, which admirably realized the noble intention of the great General Lismos Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, and an exciting event that realized the ardent desire of the entire officers of the General Association and Japan resident Koreans, as well as that of the people in the homeland. The message represented fervent loyalty of all the officials of the General Association and Japan resident Koreans. Wholeheartedly issued good thanks to respected Master Kim Jong-un, the real leader of the cause of future and the benevolent father. Volume 2, Part 1, Anti-Japanese Revolution of the Korean leader Kim Il-sung's reminiscences with the century was published in Brazil. The exchange ceremony was recently held in Brazil. expressing their worthlessness of the frustrator and other people of Brazil, and the DPRK ambassador extraordinary plenipotentiary to Brazil and its embassy staff members were invited. Rosanita Campos, vice president of the Party for Free Motherland of Brazil, addressing the ceremony, said the reminiscences with the century is a valuable heritage which recounts the immoral exploits of President Kim Il-sung, who devoted his whole life to the liberation of the country and the people's welfare. Vice President Campos stressed that the publication of the reminiscences is a great pride and honor. The 29th Scientific and Technological Festival of Kim Il-sung University opened on the 11th. Presented to the festival were more than 290 materials on the scientific and technological achievements made by teachers, researchers, and postgraduate students of the university. After the opening ceremony, the participants looked around the venue of the festival. An organic composite fertilizer factory has been rebuilt and started production in Hamhung city of Korea. Officers and working people in the city have finished various projects to increase the production capacity of the factory in a short span of time with the science and technology. At the same time, they prepared raw materials for immediate production. The factory is now producing more organic composite fertilizers than before. DPRK wrestlers returned home on the 11th after participating in the 2014 Mongolian International Open Freestyle Wrestling Tournament held in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. At the tournament, DPRK wrestlers Sun Hyang-nam and Han Kumo came first at the women's 48 kg and 35 kg freestyle respectively, winning gold medals. Li Yongyu finished second at the women's 69 kg freestyle. A spokesman for the delegation of the North-South high-level contact gave a statement to media on Tuesday under the title, "They must not wag their tongues senselessly if they truly value improvements of the North-South relations." The statement said, during the inter-Korean high-level contact on February the 14th, the South Korean authorities pointing out that conscience building is the intention of the present, accepted our just demand for a complete end to the slanders of the opposite side and solemnly committed its implementation before the entire fellow countrymen. But today, it is a fact that when the South Korean authorities openly slander us in public, the media dance to their tune and human dragons elated by military protection are jealous and manipulating against the DPRK. These slanders of the fellow countrymen went so far as to groundlessly abuse even the election of deputies to sit in People's Assembly of the DPRK. The inter-Korean high-level contact was made under the special order of the head of their side. So, the authorities must first set an example in implementing the agreement made here. The South Korean authorities must not wag their tongue as they please, and the South Korean conservative media press must not act as it likes. The South Korean authorities must no longer do such silly acts of protecting the dirty human rights militarily and urging them on to legislate against the DPRK. We will sharply watch the attitude and movements of the South Korean authorities, the spokesman stressed. According to the South Korean news, the Eurasian Treaty mobilized U.S. naval ships for the military the full Eagle joint military exercise. The Aegis-class guided missile destroyer Curtis Wilder and the Aegis-class destroyer Lesson entered into the Pyeongtaek port in Gyeonggi province. The missile cruiser late early in the Moka port in South Jeolla province, and the Aegis-class destroyer Howard in Sotonia port in South Korean Gangwon province on the 8th. The U.S. naval ships loaded with striking news such as Tomahawk missile, SM-3 and SM-2 anti-aircraft missiles and anti-submarine rockets. Central also general naval exercise including anti-submarine drill and naval engagement in the invasion of the DPRK. The South Korean internet newspaper Voice of People on the 10th editorially called for the dissolution of the intelligence service of South Korea. The newspaper condemned the intelligence service as a group of criminals as it took such spying cases by distorting truth. It is as clear as a noonday that the forthcoming local elections will be fraudulent unless the intelligence service is disbanded, the newspaper stressed. According to the South Korean industry, doctors under the Doctors Association of South Korea on Monday launched a collective boycott in protest against the authorities' healthcare policy. The association said many doctors affiliated to it, including doctors of 50 to 60 hospitals, will take part in the protest. On the other hand, the South Korean CBS on the 6th reported that the number of people who chose death has significantly about half living is on the steady increase in South Korea, and the number of the suicides and child deaths was more than 3 times that of 1992. And that's the end of the news read by Lee Hyun-Kim. This is Voice of Korea. Please appreciate the senior Kara's song Loud in My Country. feature more instrumental music. With a lower dance generator. single-mindedly united large family. The Korean people fully saw the entity of a single-mindedly united large family in the recent election of deputy, the 15th People's Assembly of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Japan. All people cast ballots for the candidates for deputies to the Supreme People's Assembly with one mind, and thus one consolidated the people's power. The people's pride of Korea is the cradle of happy life of the popular masses. The Korean people unanimously support the people's government, and all of them live in a large family under the government. The large family of Korea has achieved a single-minded unity with respect to the King Seung-min as the father, and the government is consolidated by General Lieutenant Kim Il-sung and Chung Seung-min. In the blessed year, all people happily live, study, and work in their houses, schools, and workplaces. Service personnel on the front of defense lines think the company with the eldest brother and sister is my dear friend. Young comradeship and collectivism are fully displayed everywhere. People live under the slogan, one for all and all for one. Here is a story about the true features of the Korean people. Flood caused great damages in many regions of Korea 2 years ago. When downpour mercilessly hit several coal-mine villages and rural communities, people in the afflicted areas, as if they had promised, saved the parties of General Lieutenant Kim Il-sung and Chung Seung-min at the risk of their lives. Some threw themselves into the light water to save people and died. People across the country regarded the villages as their own, shared their property with the sufferers, and recovered them. When an official went down to the afflicted area, the workers said, "Please tell respected Master Kim Il-sung not to worry about us. We will build new houses. We want him who is always concerned for the people not to worry about us anymore." Those who had gone to console the people in the afflicted areas got great strength from them. The large family of the Korean people with beautiful manners and prosperity is so noble. The flood washed many things away, but the pillar of the large family was over. As all people go shoulder to shoulder, they do not feel tired, no matter how difficult their work may be. The Korean people's noble ethos of one for all and all for one gets more beautiful in the cradle of the consolidated people's power. The Korean people who form a family with the Master Kim Il-sung as a father will vigorously advance toward a beautiful future.
You've been listening to an account under the title, A Single-Mindedly United Large Family. This is Voice of Korea.
Here is the mayor chorus, The Looks of Korea. now you will enjoy your chorus and orchestral music, single-hearted unity.
example, socialism is ours.
music. Beautifully nice lead role from the revolutionary opera Song of Lord Kundan, created in 1962 or 1973 under the wise guidance of the great leader Kim Jong-il. Listeners, with this we conclude the English language series of Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Voice of Korea presents its English language series for Southeast Asia between 5 and 6 hours UTC on 13,650 kHz and 15,105 kHz, and between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 6,185 kHz and 9,850 kHz. For Middle East and Northern Africa, between 16 and 17 hours UTC on 9,890 kHz and 11,645 kHz, and between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 9,875 kHz and 11,635 kHz. For Southern Africa, between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 7,210 kHz and 11,910 kHz. And for Central and South America, between 4 and 5 hours UTC on 11,735 kHz, 13,760 kHz, and 15,180 kHz. And between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 6,170 kHz and 9,435 kHz. Goodbye, this is Pyongyang.